going on YouTube, making sure everything is legit before we start. Hey guys. Hey. Hold on, let me fix my screen. Lighting and angles is what's all it's about. So hold on really quickly. Do-do-do, dee-dee-dee, da-da-da. Hold on. I need to watch as guests really quickly. Hey. Hey, girl. I am just setting up, making sure my YouTube is up. I'm going to put my mannequins up. I'm going to take a sip of water. And we'll get started. Overhand versus underhand braiding on the scalp and not on the scalp. I'll be doing both. Let me make sure my lab is all cool to go. Hold on. Let's see. Let me make sure my lab is all cool to go. Bingo on the dingo. Alright. Hey. Thanks for the likes, guys. Alright, I'm going to set up really quickly. Beep, beep, beep. I literally just woke up and hopped out of bed, but at least I'm on point, right? Woo! Overhand versus underhand braiding. Hey! Hey, QT Pie. I actually just replied to your comment today. I'm trying to think, who should we work on? Look at these braids. Don't play with it. Play with your mom and play with your kids, but don't play with me, okay? I think underhand versus overhand. We can work on her today. Ignore the braids she have in there. But we can work on her, and then we can also work on Jacob, because Jacob's hair is good for this class, I believe. His hair is very soft, very straight, and I think y'all will be able to see. But first, we'll be working with her. Hold on, let me move all this out the way. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Okay. Overhand versus underhand. Is there anybody that braids underhand today? Hey! And if you was on the class for What's in My Station, you would know that right now I have a hangnail, and I always keep some clippers on me, so I could just clip that off, see? Instead of, I need using scissors and all that. Just clip them hangnails right on off. Underhand versus overhand. We're going to start in a minute. Okay. Hold on. My shot was a little messy. I did not clean up. But it wasn't too, oh no. It wasn't too messy. And I'm going to, actually, we're going to work on Jacob today for underhand versus overhand. I'm going to show you underhand on a mannequin. Braided on a scalp, overhand braided on the scalp, underhand braided on the scalp, underhand braided on the scalp, underhand braided not on the scalp. Hey, is there anybody in here that's looking forward to learning how to braid? I'm your teacher. I've been your teacher for years. You just now tapping in. Hold on. Real quick. Because I gotta check, boys wanna flex. Hold on, okay. And I'm also gonna set TikTok up too, because why not? Hey, Lenny. Hey, Delia. Is that Delia Edwards, does it say? Y'all guys braid overhand or underhand? A lot of people who braids underhand want to braid overhand because they say it's more comfortable, but hey. Me, for real? For real, Lenny, or are you just playing? Let me see. Let me do TikTok real quick. YouTube Live. Here we go. Okay. Okay, for real. All right, we got some overhand versus underhanders. We're going to start in 5 more minutes for real. Which method is faster once mastered? I think overhand. I think overhand is the easiest, just like this. Underhand is when you braid on the scalp like this. So, for example, let me get it real quick. You see how this braid is like off the scalp a little bit? Like it feels like I can pinch it. I can actually pinch it. I can achieve this braid by braiding like this and by braiding like this on the scalp, if that makes sense. We'll start in 5 minutes. I literally just woke up, so I'm warming up and things like that. I do overhand. So you braid like this. Boop, 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 boop. Some people are braiding on the scalp like this. Hey, Eric. I'm on YouTube Live over here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay? So, yeah. I'm going to show you how to do overhand on the scalp, underhand on the scalp, overhand off the scalp, underhand off the scalp. Got it? Thanks for the likes. Hey, Kadir. Is it Kadir? And I got to put my little Dollar Tree Band-Aids on because I got chopped up. Look at that cut. And I'm still able to braid. If you don't know about, it's called liquid glue. If you ever have a cut, you just put some liquid glue on it, and it's like a Band-Aid that will never come off. So that's liquid glue for you. Hey, y'all. Thanks for the likes. No, we got to do pink. How am I going to wear Band-Aids and I'm not doing the color pink? Duh. That's because I had a pink one on today. All right, we're starting in 3 minutes. Underhand versus overhand. If you do not know how to braid, this is for you. If you braid overhand and want to braid underhand, this might help you. If you braid underhand and want to braid overhand, this might help you. Blue, I hate blue. Well, I don't hate blue, but pink is just me all day. You see the shop? You see the outfit? So, yeah. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Bam. Okay. Making sure angles is good. Let's take this hot jacket off. Hello. Alright. And I'm getting started because what else are we waiting for? Like, if you're in the chat, you're in the chat. If you're not in the chat, then you're not in the chat. So what am I actually waiting on? 10 minutes is enough. 15 is pushing it. Okay? Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Hey, do you know if an open Band-Aid in the dark that has this one rough creates a tiny amount of light? I don't know anything about that. Hold on. I don't know anything about that. Okay. I can see y'all comments on the TV, by the way. Anybody who's commenting anything that does not have to do with the Braid Academy, when we start, unfortunately, I will have to mute you because I like to get serious and straight to the point. Serious and straight to the point. Watch all my videos. If you watch my videos, I'm not doing all this chit chat. I'm straight to the point with it. Now Ray said I would just leave. I can see you guys was comments on the TV, so we're good. If you think I'm not reading them, I am. Alright, boom. What time is it? 6:39. I might as well wait the extra 1 minute, right? Oh my God. See, I didn't want to do this, but she has to get blocked. Now we're attention seeking. When we're attention seeking, it's time to go, okay? Put user in timeout for 24 hours. Okay? That's just how we're going to do that. You're talking about Band-Aids and lights and things like that. Can you trim my hair? I do not cut hair, even though I have my license. I'm not really, I don't really specialize in cutting. I'm more of a braider, but probably if you trust me, I could. So let's get into it. Today we are doing overhand versus underhand. If you braid underhand and want to braid overhand, this class is for you. If you braid overhand but want to braid underhand, I don't know why you would want to braid underhand, but this class is for you. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Like, I like to get straight into it. Here we go. All right. Y'all know I'm all about angles over here, so as long as the lighting is good and the angles is good, we are good. Let me get a comb. Oh, also, by the way, this was at my house when I was showing what's in my braid shop. But this is pretty neat because if you remember that table I showed, I was able to have all like my tools and products right here, but I can have them right here, so that's even better. Hold on. Yes, girl, I just teach people how to braid for free. All braid classes for free. How to part, how to feed in, how to do knotless, how to do this, how to do that, how to do this, how to do that. All for free. Okay. Overhand versus underhand. Let's get it. I just hear my city. For real, is there an accent? Boom. This is if you want to learn how to braid. Hey, Ty. Okay, boom. So first I'm going to show y'all how to do overhand on the scalp. Overhand is just a regular braid. I do braid overhand. I do like braiding overhand. Only time I'll braid underhand really is if I'm doing some larger straight backs and I get to the nape area and I feel like I need to flip my fingers. But other than that, I braid overhand. 412 all the way, you know that. Okay, so I'm just going to do a real basic part. I'm going to show y'all how to do overhand on the scalp, and then I'm going to do another braid underhand on the scalp, and then I'm going to do a knotless plait overhand on the scalp, and then a knotless plait underhand on the scalp. And I went back actually to watch my videos on here. Some of my videos, oh shoot, every time you drop the comb, never use it on a client. But every time I watch my videos, I'm like, sometimes these parts look crooked. These braids don't be looking crooked. And sometimes if they do look crooked, it's because it's on a mannequin. I'm like, oh, I hope people ain't like, oh, that braid is crooked. Because it ain't. Hey, y'all. All right. So y'all know for YouTube, I'm getting some good angles. If you're on TikTok and you want to see these angles up close so you can really truly learn, I would recommend for you to join my YouTube. And yeah. Sorry, y'all, that's my bad. Okay. Again, if you're on TikTok and you want this up close and personal view, join the hey Leek, join the YouTube stream. Okay, so let's get it. Oh, freak. I dropped the comb again. Every time you drop the comb, you're never supposed to use it in your client's hair. I got 2 cats at home. Say I just stepped in cat shit, and then the comb dropped, and I actually stepped on the comb, and then I picked it up, and then I used it in your head. Thanks, Vintage Junkie. All right, so boom, let's get into it. A regular overhand braid. If you watch my page, then you would know. I'm not going to say too much. That's up to you to go back to the channel and check it out. Okay? So if you don't, you don't. Hey, in traffic right now. I'm on the bus. Hey, Shay. It's definitely traffic time around this time. That's why I don't like going places when it's traffic time. Okay. If you watch my channel, then you know. We're starting off with 3 pieces. Uno, dos. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in for y'all. Because y'all know we got to get them angles. Okay. This is a regular overhand braid. You get the 3 pieces. And you are putting the weave, or not the weave, you are putting your client's hair over one another. I showed you how to do the braid pattern. If you did not see how to do the braid pattern, that's because you missed that class. But it's still up on YouTube right now as we speak. So when you do overhand, this is just a regular overhand braid. This is just a regular braid. You don't really got to call it overhand. If you're doing underhand, then I think you should call it underhand. But this is just a regular braid. And this is what some people will call overhand. Hold on, I'm picking up my piece. I'm squeezing it. And I got to catch the bus to my mom's house. I'm coming. I'm on the way. It's cool, Shay. No rush. Okay. Just like that. I'm picking up, pulling in, picking up, pulling in. Just like you would do a regular braid. I'm not adding any weave to this braid. This is just showing you how to do a regular overhand braid. Just like a cornrow. Okay. Is there anybody that braids underhand? Oh, I love when people are creative. Thank you. Who's that? Electric Aura? I just teach free braiding classes every Wednesday and Thursday. Overhand. We're going to continue to braid overhand. I'm pulling as I'm stitching. Again, if you are in my classes, you would know. Just like that. Even and neat. That's right. It better be nothing else but even and neat. I know that one, especially if this client was paying some bro like money. I don't know one thing, but I know that one. Okay. All right. Now, usually when I braid, I don't even know if this is underhand. Let me double check. Usually when I get to the nape of the braid, I will flip my hands. And then I believe this is now what you call underhand. Okay. I'm going to zoom into this, but I don't really want to focus too much on this right now. I'm just showing y'all really quickly. Hold on, let me turn this mannequin. Now my fingers are underhand. There we go. Hey, love from all. Hey. Giving good braid classes. Yes. Should pricing be different for overhand versus underhand? I think not. Only because look, the next braid I'm going to do is underhand. It's going to look the same as this one. Good job. Thank you, Fearless. So now I'm braiding underhand when I get off the scalp. So when I do knotless, I guess I braid overhand and then I switch to underhand. So that's that. Boom. This is what a regular overhand braid look like. And then when I got right here, I flip my hands. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the scalp, but it's going to be underhand. So I don't think that if you braid overhand or underhand, your prices should be different. As long as your braids is neat, your prices could be whatever you want them to be. If you want to charge $600 for a bob knotless, you could do that. If you want to charge $200 for 6 straight backs, you can do that. Because people's going to come to who they want to come to regardless. Everybody got different target audiences, you know. Alright, so I'm going to part out. And a lot of people's also DMing me saying that they're struggling with parting, which is okay because I have a parting 101 class. So, boom. This one is going to be underhand. Let me just part this out really quickly. Is there anybody that braids underhand? Let me know. Hold on, let me check. Alright. Thanks for the likes, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on, let me get my scrunchie. And we're going to move this hair out the way. Now I'm going to show you how to braid underhand. Hey, Brenda. I see you, Brenda. Alrighty. Now, same thing. The only thing you're going to see different is that my hands are flipped, okay? Hold on. Let me zoom out and turn her. All right. Hold on. Okay, boom. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. The only thing different that you're going to see is that my hands are flipped, and I'm actually going to put the chair down some. Ugh. There we go. Alrighty. And again, freak. And again, I can see y'all comments on the TV screen, so we're good. Can we learn how to knotless? Yep, we're doing that next. Knotless is next. So this is the first braid. If you're new here, this is the first regular braid overhand. Now I'm going to do another braid on the scalp underhand. So it's the same thing. If you're in my class, you know. You grab your 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. See, I do not like braiding underhand, and some people really braid like this. You create your foundation, and then you pull the hair in. Just like that. Pull it in. Just like that. Pull it in. Now this kind of looks crazy. Well, I don't know if it looks crazy to y'all, but it looks crazy to me. Can you guys see my hands? Hold on. I want y'all to see my wrist and everything, so I'm going to zoom in a little more. So I'm keeping my stitch tight, and I'm still pulling hair in. Everything is still the same. My fingers are just like braiding under, should I say. I'm keeping the hair tight. I'm gripping just like that. Now, I'm usually an overhand braider, so this braid might look a little funky, but I'm going to just show y'all the difference between overhand and underhand. Okay. I'm also, when I braid When I'm braiding underhand, I'm not that close to my client. That's one thing I don't like. My arms are more on the wider side. My back is kind of like twisted up. So I don't really like braiding underhand. But when I get to the back, it's a little more easier. Okay, can you explain the difference tension control between underhand and overhand braiding? Yes, I can. I could never do that to my hair. My hair is so frizzy. I don't know how to make it less frizzy. Also, my hair is curly and gets frizzy when I brush it. You can do this to your hair. You just need the correct stylist. Yeah, it looks slower too. It's definitely slower, especially for somebody who does not usually braid underhand. Yes, we're doing knotless. Somebody said I prefer the other way. Yes, I'm gonna show y'all knotless after this. So when you are doing underhand, the tension I would say is really you have to pull a little tighter, I would say. And when I say pull a little tighter, it's like if for me, especially because I'm used to this, I'm not used to this. But for me, it's like it's really easy to slip up when you're doing underhand, if that makes sense. Like it's really easy to slip up. It's kind of hard to pull in the hair as well. Like I don't know if y'all can see this here. I'm gonna try to get a good view of me pulling in the hair. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I keep on doing that to my phone. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So look, you see the hair? I have to like pull it. Let me know if y'all can hear me too. Let me zoom in to. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You see the hair? I have to like still pull in the hair and keep my finger. Okay, good. Thank you. And keep my fingers tight. So this is me braiding underhand on the scalp. I'm still picking up hair. You see, this is hair that's not picked up. This is hair that I'm already braiding. And I'm like gripping everything up. Gripping up what I can, what I need to. And this is what you would call underhand. Okay. And when you braid underhand, if y'all seen when I braided this braid, when I get right here, it's like easier for me to braid underhand. It's easier for me to grip, should I say. Okay. Bam. And then I just continue to braid underhand, just like this. Next, we're going to do 2 knotless, okay? Bam. If you have any questions or concerns about anything that I'm doing, please drop it in the chat and I will answer them immediately. Can hear and see. Thank you. Perfect. As long as y'all can hear and see, that is amazing. So again, when you are braiding overhand, you're braiding like this. When you're braiding underhand, you're braiding like this, if that makes sense. Just like this. So you're doing this underhand. You're doing this overhand. And then I switch to underhand when I get here. So let's do some knotless. And let's also do some overhand and underhand what we've added. I'll do that next. But first, let's focus on some knotless. Alrighty, we're going to turn Jacob around. This client's name is Jacob, if you guys do not know. Everybody say, hi, Jacob. Can we learn how to do underhand, overhand, knotless? Yep, we're doing that now. Can you show from the start, please? I do okay if I'm in the middle. Do you want me to restart? Because if so, I can and I will. Bow. All right. We're going to do a regular part. She said, hi, Jacob. They said, hi, Jacob. Okay, bow. So now I'm going to show y'all an overhand and underhand knotless braid. The same thing, it's just not on the scalp, of course. Cornrow or feed-in is on the scalp. A knotless or a box braid is off the scalp. So let's move all this hair out the way. They said, hi, Jacob. I will redo it for you. I got you, sweetie pie. We're going to move this hair out the way. And now we're going to move on to our knotless. I'm going to do a knotless how I usually do it first, which is overhand, and then I flip my hands underhand, okay? Everybody can see. The lighting is amazing, and here we go. Actually, let me get my wristband, too. If you want to know about all the tools and products that I personally use, you guys can check out my What's All in My Station. That stream was recorded about 8 days ago. My knotless look better overhand than underhand, but I need the braid tighter. Yeah, because when you start, I believe it, because when you start a knotless off underhand at the base, it kind of looks inside out, if you know what I mean, and I'll show you that. So we're going to take our square, move the hair out the way, of course, clip it up. Y'all know what I say about these clips. If you don't know, go back and check it out. Alrighty, come through. Hey, Brianna. Thank you, Naya. Okay, we're going to come out, starting from the roots, working our way up when we are working on a client. Comb from the ends and work your way up. Make sure before you start braiding that hair is combed out so you don't run into any knots or tangles. Okay, I got my wristband. I'm slicking it up. Bow, bow, bow. We're not playing with gel. Gel is just to slick up so we can start braiding. But we're not playing around and doing it slow. And no, we don't play with gel, okay? Even though it's fun, it's cool, da-da-da, but we're not playing with gel. Okay, so this is how I start my knotless over. Now, this class is not going to be specifically on how to do a knotless because I'm not teaching y'all how to do a knotless. I have a class for how to do a knotless. This class is based on overhand and underhand. Y'all, it's foundation first and then grab the hair and then braid. Yes, Shay is right. Shay is completely right. If you've been in the classes, you would know. All right, so here we go. I'm starting overhand. Just like if I was to braid on the scalp, I get my 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Now, before I say anything and I flip, everybody don't have to do 1, 2, 3 and flip. What works for you might be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and flip. What might works for you is a 1, 2 and flip. What might work for you is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then flip. So, but just now for me it was 3. And now my hand is over underhand, and then I'm just braiding, and I'm keeping my stitch tight. Okay. Braiding, and I'm keeping my stitch tight. Separate some hair so it can be even. And just like that. But can we do knotless overhand, underhand? There's a lot of people. Yes, we could, Shay. Yes, we could. Thank you guys for the likes. If you need help with anything, drop a comment. I cannot help you if you do not say what you need help with. We just did some cornrows, overhand and underhand. If you missed it, I'll do it again. So this is me braiding underhand all the way down. Let me show you what somebody braiding overhand all the way down looks like. I actually watched the video and there was a lady and she was braiding overhand all the way down. Let me switch my camera angle. How can I recognize when I'm braiding too tight on a client? You'll be able to see it. Here, I'll show you really quickly. You'll be able to, I don't know what button I'm pressing for it to keep sliding over, but I hope it doesn't happen again. All right. This is, she said, how do I know if I'm braiding too tight on a client? First of all, the client might be staying out and you'll know. For example, if I'm doing my client's hair, hold on, let me brush her out real quick. If I'm doing my client's hair and I'm braiding like this, look at my fingers. Let's look at everything. If I'm braiding like this, I know I'm braiding tight. Whether you think you're braiding neat, it's not about that. When you're doing this, you can tell you're braiding. Look at that. Like, it's just way too much. You don't got to do all that to get a neat braid, okay? So you'll just be able to tell. You're finally see clear. Thank you. You don't say hi. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Okay, so now I'm going to show y'all what it looks like when you braid underhand all the way down, off of the scalp. We're not playing with gel. Again, we're just slicking up, combing through. Hey, who's that, Davy? Hey, get your 3 pieces. And I'm just going to braid. I'm going to braid. I'm going to braid. I'm going to braid. And then this is how I seen the girl braiding. It was a long time ago, but she was actually moving fast. This is what overhand all the way down looks like. For me, it's slower. I would never probably braid like that. But for some people, again, like I said, I seen this girl, her hands was moving like this. I don't know how, but it is possible. Hey. So this is overhand knotless. For me, this is slow. For you, it might be faster and better. But this is how you do overhand, okay? Now we're going to do another braid that is overhand, adding weave. Hey y'all, why do underhand braids to tend lay flatter and look more natural? That is actually true, and I'm not sure. And I'm gonna show you too. Look at this. This braid was done overhand. This braid was done underhand. I don't know, but I definitely know what you mean, especially when it's on a real client. This is a mannequin. But like I said, even when you do underhand braids, it looks like they're inside out, kind of. Like when you start off a knotless underhand, should I say. But I think it's because, like I said earlier, I really think it's because when you do underhand, you have to keep your fingers tight and like everything has to be tight. Like it's kind of impossible, I believe, for somebody to braid underhand and their braid is loose. Like you have to really be gripping. So I think it looks neater, flatter, and more natural is because you're really like stitching and keeping your braid neat versus putting the hair overhand on top of one of another. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if that was all over the place. Hold on, let me turn my heat now because it is getting hot in here and I don't want to take off all my clothes. Okay. So now we're going to do another one underhand. I'm going to do another underhand braid for y'all. I'm going to get y'all a different angle so you can really see. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, I braid underhand and overhand. It depends. Yeah, like I said too, it depends. If I get down here, then I definitely will flip my hands underhand. So I'm going to do another braid, and this one is going to be underhand. Hold on. Oh, Jacob's hair is getting nappy. Okay. We're going to comb this out the way. We're going to part Jacob. And we're going to move this hair out the way and put it in a rubber. Oh my goodness. He trying to escape. He don't want no braids tonight. That's all I'm getting out of that one. Okay. Move all this hair out the way. Bow. All right, we're going to comb it out first before we start. No, seriously, Simi. Comb his hair out. Thanks for the likes, guys. If you're up here, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more braid classes. If you don't want to miss a braid class, just make sure you subscribe, and then every time I post, you will be notified. Clock it if you want to learn how to braid. This is for the girlies that actually want to learn how to braid, that actually already knows how to braid, that want to level up their braiding, that just needs a teacher to go over their work. Yes, I could do it with knotless again. You probably missed it. So we're going to slick up. Again, we're not playing with gel. And this one actually has gel on it, so let's get serious. Again, we're going to comb through where the hair grows out. I'm not combing the hair back. I'm not combing the hair up. I'm combing the hair exactly where it grows out at on both sides. Just like that. Okay? This one is going to be underhand again. I get my 3 pieces. Hold on, let me switch my angle. Make sure it looks pretty good, pretty nice. All right. Here we go. Make sure that lighting is popping. Bam. This is good for y'all. When I try underhand, it feels dyslexia. Yeah, that's what I said. It feels like my whole body is like moving and like it just doesn't need to move how it's moving. Hold on, let me take a sip of water, guys. Alrighty, we're going to do underhand again. Just like overhand, you grab your 3 pieces. Like right now, y'all can't see me behind the camera, but I'm like this. My body is like this. Versus me standing by my client and doing this. So this is why I don't like underhand. Okay. Hey, who's that? Prettiest Leah. So you grab your 3 pieces. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is good. How do you stay consistent in quality when working quickly? Just don't rush. Just really being consistent and just being already used to knowing what you're doing so you don't have to move slow but also not rush, if that makes sense. So this is me. And this is me starting my foundation. If you know, you know. I'm not picking up, but I'm creating a foundation. I'm not picking up, but I'm creating a foundation. And then boom, now it's time to add in. I'll take this piece, pull it in, take that piece, and this is how my hands are. Okay, I'm just braiding, but my hands are what is this, underhand right now. You see, that braid definitely looks flat and neat, but it's because my hands are so close to the scalp. It's like it's just so close to the scalp. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so close to the scalp. It's neat. Okay, and I'm still picking up as I'm braiding. Okay, you see, I didn't pick up no hair over here, but I'm about to show y'all how I would pick up if I actually braid an underhand. I would grab this hair out, I would pull it out, and then I would put it in like that, I think. Nope, wait. That's wrong. Okay, I would just pull it out. So this is the hair that's not gripped up yet. I would pull it, I would take this, and I would just braid it that into that, if that makes sense. I'm keeping my fingers close. My stitch is tight. I'm currently braiding underhand. I'm gripping the hair, pulling it in, making sure everything stays close together. So let me ask you, as you pull in more something, always give it to the middle braid. What does that mean? Unless I read that wrong. It says, so let me ask you, as you pull in more, do you always give it to the middle braid? What does that mean, give it to the middle braid? Break that down for me if you could. That's the first time I've ever seen braiding underhand. Very interesting. I do overhand. That's amazing. I do overhand too, but some people do braid underhand. And yeah. Somebody asked, should you charge more, or not more, but could you charge different prices if you braid overhand / underhand? Again, I think no. If the braids is neat, the braids is neat, and you can charge however much you want. What's one thing you wish you learned earlier about braiding? How to manage money. Because braiding can make you can be literally broke, like literally broke. And I said this in my other video. As long as you got this and this, you could be dead broke. $0 in your bank account. If you got this and this and of course some weave, you can be up like $3,000 in 2 weeks. Depending on who you are and what your prices look like. You can even be up $500 in the next 3 days. All you need is this and this. So I really wish I would have learned about like money managing and how to manage my money and things like that. So boom, that was underhand. Okay, I'm going to do an underhand adding weave really quickly. So if you braid overhand, is there anybody, first of all, is there anybody that braids overhand at all? Hold on, let me do a one of these real quick. Real quick. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Let me know in the chat, please, and thank you, so I can know what I am working with. Thank you guys for the likes. There's 3 braids, and when you pull hair more when doing overhand, you give it to the middle braid. When you say 3 braids, do you mean the 3 strands that I'm working with? Do you mean this 1, 2, 3? Or do you mean actually 3 braids? Let me know. Hold on. Let me know. Yes. Strands. Okay, so she said strands. There's 3 braids, and when you pull hair and more when doing overhand, well, I don't give one just to the middle. When you're braiding hair, I'll do an overhand braid again really quickly. When you do an overhand braid, you're pulling hair into each section, because if you're only pulling hair into one section, that one section is going to be bigger than the other sections, and then your braids want to look uneven because your 3 strands are uneven because a certain strand is thicker than another strand. So I'll do a quick overhand braid really quickly. Let me know if this makes sense for you, Sandy. Sandy Sanchez. Hold on, I'm going to comb really quickly. Again, when you comb, you make sure you comb from the ends, work your way up. Okay. I got you, Sandy. I'm about to show you really quickly. When you are braiding, overhand or underhand, you have to make sure all your strands are about the same size. How do you know your strands are about the same size? Hold on, let me move this pole out the way. Okay, so how do I know if my strands are the same size? Because it's all about filling. Y'all know how to feel. You know what a penny feel like. You know what a needle feel like. You know what wood feel like. It's all about filling. If I was to braid and this was a piece and these two pieces was a piece, obviously this one right here is way too thin. Hold on, you can't see in my camera. Here we go. So how do I make sure my braids have the same size? Not braids. How do you make sure your strands are like all the same size? It's filling. Again, if I had this strand right here, and then I had these two strands right here, which one would be the thinnest one? And you're like, I might need to add some more hair to that one to make that one a little fuller. This one. So you would either add some more hair from this one to make it even and then add some more hair. Or if I just redid that, I can just add some more hair from that one. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So when you first start off braiding, you want to make sure that you're working with even amount of sizes. Now, I'm not saying this piece is going to have 10 strands. This piece is going to have 10 strands. This piece could, like this, when I say strands, I mean actually the skinny strands of hair. There could literally be 20 strands in hair. There could be 32 strands in hair, 42 strands in hair. It's not about how many strands and how much you're supposed to pick up and how many pieces you're supposed to feed in. It's about filling, okay? Did that make sense? It's about filling. So you get your 3 pieces when you're doing overhand, which is just regular. And if you know, you know. I'm braiding the air, I'm not picking up. I'm braiding the air, I'm not picking up. Braiding in the air, and I feel it's necessary to pick up. So right now, here's a piece. This is the middle piece. I'm pulling this weave in. I'm opening my fingers, sticking it in. Same thing. I'm pulling this out. I'm sticking it in my fingers. And I'm going to continue to braid. Okay. And you just pull and braid. So each single strand is, I'm feeding in. And when I say feeding in is basically me just saying I'm feeding the hair into the strand. Okay. So I'm taking the hair and I'm feeding it in. This is like a crocodile mouth. So let's just say this is an apple and this is a crocodile. I'm picking up the apple slices and I'm slicing in his mouth and he eat it. Okay. Same on this side. I'm pulling the slices apple and here he's eating it. Bow. Eat it. Okay. And then you just continue to braid. This is a regular overhand braid. Let me know if y'all got this actually, and let me know if there's anything that I did not touch on that you want me to touch on when it comes to overhand and underhand braiding so I can help you. If you are a braider and you want me to look at your work, you are able to DM me on Instagram at 1K Styles, but you have to send me a picture of you subscribe to my channel so I know that you're actually in the Braid Academy and you're watching and you're following along. This is me braiding overhand. Picking up the hair, feeding in. Just like that. I'm going to zoom in really quickly so y'all can see more detail. You explained it so good. Thank you, Cheesecake. If you're new here, I just like for people to break it down, because somebody like me, I will want people to break it down. Like if somebody's explaining something and I do not get it, I'll let them know, excuse me, can you break it down like you're breaking it down to a kindergarten? Because I'm just not getting it. So that's why I try to like do little fun explanation and things like that. So you see that? Here's my fingers, putting it in and bam. Another, so you stand on the side of a person, not behind, because I'm short and I tried to braid this tall girl's hair and it was hard. I almost had to stand on a chair. Yes, when I braid, so if y'all can see me, here I'm going to zoom out really quickly. Let me finish this braid really quickly. Yes, I do braid on this side. If the braid is going straight back, I'll braid straight back. So it really depends on how I'm braiding the braid. Like even if I'm doing a design, I might have to stand in front of you and braid. So I wouldn't say directly on the side. I'm only braiding on the side right now, should I say, because these braids are on the side, if that makes sense. You're a perfect teacher. You need to do classes. Thank you, girl. A lot of people don't know about the online braid academy just yet, but that's because I really did not promote it like how I should have. But yeah, they missing out. I think they missing out. And then since we got some new people in here, I'm gonna take a pause really quickly. Real quick, just real quick. Real quick. Oh, it's over here. Since some of you guys are new and y'all are saying like I'm doing a good job at teaching, thank you. I would really love to show you something really quickly. This is my braid page. Hold on. Oh, I gotta turn this down because they will, like, you know, send me some copyright music. This is my hair page. Hold on. So I do really nice work. I'm located in Pittsburgh, PA. And I'm just giving free braid classes because a lot of these young girls out here know how to braid, but they do not have a teacher to go over their work and let them know, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, why you should do this instead of that, why your braids are coming out like this and not that. So that's just a little bit of my work, and I just feel like y'all's learning from the best. That's how I feel. Thank you, Sandy. Do you guys have any questions about overhand versus underhand? Yes, thank you, Cheesecake. If you want to learn how to braid, this is exactly where you need to be. I have classes for everything. I'm also giving away a free braid kit. I had a free online braid academy last year. My client got, not my client, my student who was the most tapped in, and I could just tell that she really wanted more for herself when it came to the braid game. She got a ring light, a mannequin, weave, gel, comb, blow dryers, scrunchies, clips, rubber bands, and this time I'm gonna give away 2 kits. What about a French braid if you can? I don't think that I can do a French braid. I don't know what's the difference between a French braid and an underhand braid. I mean a fishtail braid. I don't think I could do a fishtail. It depends. Can you do a knotless overhand braid, please? Yes, I could, Destiny. So knotless, let me see. Knotless overhand to me is kind of crazy. But like I said, everybody's different. Whatever works for you. I seen this lady braiding a overhand. I'm going to try to find the video real quick. But yes, let me show you what an overhand knotless braid looks like, braided all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to just part her hair real quick. I can't wait for parting 101. That's like really my secret gem. Like, I really know how to part because it's like I can already see the line. Don't mind this mannequin. Y'all know it looks crazy when you part on a mannequin. Alright, I'm going to move this out the way. Before I start this braid, just give me like, I'll literally say 20 seconds. And I'm going to tell you when I'm starting. Because I want to find this video of this lady braiding overhand. It was super fast. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me turn all of this down and off. Okay. Braiding. Hold on. Braiding overhand fast. Let's see. Oh, she's braiding underhand. The lady was like braiding over. Let me see. I think this is it. I don't know. If this ain't it, then I just got to get off of it. Nope, that's all overhand. When she was braiding, like her fingers was like this. And she was going so fast, I'll never forget it. Because I'm like, people braid like that. And obviously they sure do. All right. You guys can see this? Nope. So let me fix it. Fix my angle. Thank you, Sandy. All right, I'm going to show you how to do, well, what overhand looks like. Oh, I'm always knocking this camera over. Okay, it's like this. All right, so you take your comb, you part down, move this out the way. Of course, if you got a clip, you know what to do with it. Clip that out the way. Comb, comb, comb. What's your approach to just keeping cleats parted throughout the entire service, not just the front? You really have to eyeball a part. I would say to keep your parts clean, Make sure you're using product. Make sure your parts are neat. Make sure you're slicking up just the right amount of gel, not too much, not too less. And every time I part, I know I put gel on the part. So we're slicking up. I'm gonna show you how to do a overhand braid knotless, something that I do not usually do, so don't look at me crazy. Thank you for the subs. Thanks for subscribing. All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure everything's everything. All right. Here we go. This is an overhand braid. I got my 3 pieces. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Just because I'm overhanded don't mean I can't keep my stitch tight. This is me like tightening up the stitch. Just a little tug on it. And then just like that. This is overhand braiding. You see, like, this is too much for me. You see all that hair is in the way? This is how you overhand on a knotless. Can you guys see that? You see all that hair like tangling up in the back? That's why I don't do overhand. But this is how you do it. And like I said, there was a lady before and she was like this, super fast. Like the hair was flipping left and right. I'm like, oh my God, people braid like that? Like I just kept saying, people braid like that? This is how I braid, underhand. And then let me slow this down for you really quickly. This is underhand. The middle one goes over, look, this is a left. This is the left. This is the middle. This is the right. The middle goes over the right one. The right one becomes the middle one. The middle one becomes the right one. Now the middle one is going to go over the left one, and the left one's going to become the middle one. Okay? The middle one's going to go over the right one, and the right one's going to become the middle one. The middle one's going to go over the left one, and the left one's going to become the middle one. I had a whole class on that. So before you want to figure out how to braid, you have to know the pattern. Got it? Got it? Got it? Capiche? Kapow. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Look at this. This was overhand. This is pretty neat. This is overhand. This is pretty neat. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I don't know. Oh, there's a button that I kept pressing. Oh, sorry. So there's a button that I kept pressing, and it was sliding over to the what's it called? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know. Overhand is better for me. I just can't get underhand. Yes, me too. I can't do underhand either. Like, I just can't. This, like my shoulder, I'm literally like this. When I'm doing underhand, I'm like this. When I'm doing overhand, it's more comfortable. Like, it's like, you know. We have 10 more minutes. Let me know if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns. Anybody? Anybody? There you are. I see you. Goof. Thank you. Why you call me a goof, Sandy? Thank you for actually teaching something and not doing silly, crazy, ridiculous stuff on these lives. There's so many weirdos doing weird things, so I really appreciate you. Of course. She said silly, weirdo, goofy things. You is funny, girl. I'm just here to teach young girls and moms and anybody who wants to learn how to braid, because if you actually no goof. Aha, never goof. I'm sorry, Sandy. I thought it said goof. It still looks like goof unless I'm reading it wrong. Thank you for subscribing. I see them subscribes. I see them likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The next class, let me know if y'all have any questions while I tell y'all what we are doing tomorrow. Tomorrow the same time at 6:30, really quickly. Any questions, comments, concerns when it comes to these underhand braiding, please let me know. Let me know so I can get it going now. Oh, tomorrow we're doing knotless braids. So if you want to learn how to knotless braids, honey, tomorrow we are learning how to knotless braid, how to perfect it, how to make sure your knotless come out the same size, all of that. I'm a mom of a 13-year-old boy with long, curly, thick hair, so I need to learn how to braid his hair. Yes, you do, so you don't got to pay these expensive braiders like me. Just kidding. But seriously, yeah, you really should learn how to braid his hair in case you do not want to pay. A lot of these braiders are like, you know, so, you know, I want to learn because I can't find no one to do my hair. Yeah, and you can really learn how to do your own hair. Destiny's hair, I think that she be teaching how to do her own hair as well. I cannot get jiggy with doing my own hair personally because I don't like the mirror, the arms. It's too much. I just don't like it. It's way too much. Thank you. I just got my hair cut. I literally just got my hair cut. Shout out to JL. Do you guys have any questions, comments, or concern? We literally have 10 more minutes. I'll do another underhand braid, should I say, which is basically a regular knotless. No. Well, yeah, but when I do my knotless, I do overhand and underhand. So I'll do another underhand with a good angle really quickly. Okay. Alrighty. Let me flip my camera. I need practice more. Send you my work. I like doing my own hair too. Please do, Joanne. I think me and you chatted already, Joanne, did we? I believe we did, if I'm not mistaken. Clip that hair out the way. Do that part. Anybody out there struggling with parting? Is your parts crooked? Are they slanted? Are they not neat? Are they not straight? I have something for you if that's your case. Alrighty. This is going to be a regular knotless braid. And when I do regular knotless braids, I start off overhand and then I finish underhand. Hey, Maria. Okay. When it's time to gel up, we're not playing with the gel. We're just slicking it up there. Just like that. Slicking it, slicking it, slicking it. Taking our comb. Combing it through the hair. Making sure everything's flat. When you are on a knotless, it is a little different. So if it doesn't look as neat, that's okay. Thank you for the sub. All right, we're going to do another knotless braid. First, I'm going to start off overhand. Then I'm going to flip my hands underhand. So this is what you would call overhand. I'm making sure all my pieces are even. And when I do my pieces, just to be a little more clear, if y'all need help with sizing y'all pieces up or what I'm actually doing, when it comes to pieces, let me zoom in. All I am doing is cutting the pieces with this finger and this middle finger, okay? So I'll cut it with this finger and then I'll hold this with that. Y'all see that? And then I'm cutting with that finger. So that was just a quick up close and personal. I'll do it again, but I'll do it slow right now. So I get my piece, cut it. I transfer it to my thumb in my middle, and then my second piece, cut it. And now it's like, basically the first piece is being held with my middle and my thumb. The second piece is being held with my pointer and my thumb. So my thumb is holding two pieces right now. So we're going to go over. And then I usually flip immediately. And then I'll do under. I do a little tug. And just like that, now we are braiding underhand. Let me zoom out really quickly. So do you guys get this, or is it still confusing to you? Here, I'll go slow. And like I said, right, left, middle. Basically, the middle just go over each side. So look, right now this is in the middle. It's going to go over the right. I mean, it's going to go over the left. The left is in the middle. Now it's going to go over the right. The right is in the middle, and it's going to go over left. And that's how you do it. This is me braiding fast. Now, why would I braid fast when I know you guys cannot keep up? Right. So I'm going to slow it down for you real quick. Hold on. Slow it down and zoom it in. Hold on. There we go. Slow. Slow. Do you see the braid pattern that's being created? As the middle braid just continuously go on outside of the outer braids, if that makes sense. The only fingers that I am currently using is my thumb, index, and middle. Thumb, index, and middle. These fingers just really stay tucked, if you can see. I'm not using all my fingers. And that is how you do a underhand braid. Any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Let me know while I'm up here. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns? Any questions, comments, concerns? Like, seriously, no joke. I'm not trying to joke. Like, this is really serious right now. Let me know as I take these braids out. Because we might be doing a knotless braid on Jacob tomorrow as well. Yeah, we actually are. So let me know. Hey! Are you new here? I'm showing how to do an underhand braid and an overhand braid on the scalp and off the scalp. If you guys don't have any more questions, comments, or concerns, that's everything. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'm not actually ending it. That was just my outro to end it. But if seriously you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Overhand versus underhand. It's kind of hot. It's getting hot in here. Okay. Tomorrow we are learning how to do another. Yes, what's the question, Crystal? Yes, you're welcome, Sandy. Thank you for the sub. I seen the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing everything for free. All I need is a sub. Hey, Tatum. If you want to learn how to braid, this is the place for you. Yes, let me know the question, Crystal. If anybody have any questions, please let me know. Let me know right now. Tatum, if you're new here and you want to learn how to braid, you are in the right space. I'll tell you that one. I tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie. Tatum. Oh, it says Tantum. I'm sorry. Look, I'm saying the wrong name and everything. Talking about Tatum. Hey, Fatuma. Is it Fatima? Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. Do you ever get clients that ask for no gel? Did a saw my sister with no gel one time, and I think I needed a better grip when I did her hair. I did knotless braids on her. No, but there was a client, I think, who did ask for no gel. And I believe I could do no gel, but I would really tell that client, don't, like, you can't be mad if you have frizziness. Even with my hair being straight right now, I can do a knotless braid, and it can look like, I don't know, it can look loose and all that, but I don't know how to explain it, but you can definitely do hair with no gel 100%. Plus, the products in gel is, like, not so good. Just like the food we eat, the products we eat, it's no good. And some people just don't want all that heavy product on their scalp. When you do the knotless braid, when you start putting in the hair, the fake hair, when you do the knotless braid, when do you start putting in the hair, the fake hair? Immediately. And that's what I'm going to teach tomorrow. Immediately. You put that hair in immediately. Unless their hair is on the thicker side, you don't have to put it in immediately. But you add that hair in immediately, so that knotless braid can stay the same throughout. Any more questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know. This guy's hair is super long. I kind of want to flat iron it, but I think this is synthetic hair. I got to take his braids out because we'll be doing knotless braids on his hair tomorrow. Is that everything, guys? Let me know. I know. Let me know. How do I do my own box braid? You need 2 mirrors. And you need to know how to do a box braid on somebody else first before you do your own, because it's going to be hard. As long as you have 2 mirrors and you can see, you'll be good. Or if you have a phone and a TV and you can connect your phone to the TV and go on camera and get you a tripod, that's another way. Unless you want to do free parts and just free part. Is that everything? If you guys don't have any more questions, comments, or concerns, I think that's everything. I will see y'all tomorrow. How to do a knotless braid. I can't wait for that class because I'm like the goat at knotless braids. Like, let me show y'all my knotless braids really quickly, in case y'all want to see them. Bye. Does knotless braids only need big or long hair? Knotless braids, you can do big, you can do small, you can do medium, you can do extra small. So it depends on what size you want to do them, for real. Let me see. Let me show y'all some of my knotless braids. Here's some of my knotless braids. Let me show y'all some more of my knotless braids. Knotless braids. Okay, y'all like those braids? Told y'all I really do hair. So, like, I'm like, y'all's literally learning free game from one of the best stylists in the world. No shade. No shade. Clock it. Say, nah, but for real. Here's some medium large knotless braids. I'm the goat at knotless. So if you really want, how do you perfect braid? That's literally tomorrow. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all and then I'm gonna get off here. So hold on. If you do not know about the free online braid academy, this is everything we are learning. So right now we did overhand versus underhand. Y'all see that? Overhand versus underhand, which was March 18th. Right here. Tomorrow we're doing how to perfect the perfect knotless braid. Right there, how to achieve the perfect knotless braid. And then next week we'll do 101 parting, and is your grip too tight or too loose? So if that's everything, I will see you guys tomorrow if you want to join. If not, that's okay, but don't be mad at me when your braids are crooked, messed up, sloppy, thin. Okay? Oh, hey, Cutie Pie, I didn't know you were still here. You're welcome. Okay, I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if it is honestly helping you. Thanks and bye. Peace out, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. How to do the perfect knotless braid. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm telling you everything I know. The perfect knotless braid. Peace out and bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like. 6:30. All my classes is on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 6:30. They're 1 hour. So I started at 6:30. Now it's 7:37. Sometimes when I'm really into a lesson, we go up to 8 o'clock. So don't miss it. Again, every Wednesday, every Thursday at 6:30 to 7:30. You're welcome, and I will see y'all tomorrow. If you want to learn how to perfect the perfect knotless braid, search me up on Google, Aniya.LaRaye or 1K Styles, and you can see everything, all my work, everything. Peace out and bye. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Ooh, ooh.